Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Anime One back here with a new video, and today I'm here with a new series of What If Naruto was neglected and had Yamamoto Genryusai's power. So, if you guys like the content in the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, also like this video, get this video to 30 likes to get the next part to the story. So, anyways, let's begin the video. So, Yamamoto Genryusai, if you guys don't know him, he's a character from Bleach who's extremely overpowered. And only reason that he even got defeated by Yuhabaha in his battle against him in the currently new series because he was not in his prime, and all not to mention he had lost an arm and he was fatigued after battling his clone, and there are 50 different reasons, right, as to why Genryusai lost the battle. Now, as you know, he did lose the battle and he died during the Thousand Year Blood War arc. Now, once this whole setup is done, right, I don't need to explain as to how Naruto's gonna get Genryusai's power. We really don't know where the Shinigami's soul or powers go to when they die. We really don't, right? Normal people, they die, they go to the Serite and then the Soul Society, and it's pretty much donezo from there. Or from that point on, they live their life happily on in the afterlife. That is the Soul Society. But as for the Shinigamis, we have no fucking idea where they go. So I'm just gonna be just use my ultimate anime bullshit theory and say because Yamamoto was so powerful, right? His Ryatsu was so strong that he broke through the realms of your anime world and got his way into uh, what can you say, the Naruto world, and it's just his Ryatsu and his Zanpakuto, right? It's just his Ryatsu and Zanpakuto that has gone to the Naruto world. Now, we jump to the Nine Tails attack happening. Not like nothing really changes, just that Minas and Kushin are not dead, obviously, since it's a neglected series. Not to mention, Hiruzen is the one who sacrificed his life. Otherwise, I don't see any way in hell that they're beating the Nine Tails. Right, Hiruzen is the one sacrificing his life, and then the Nine Tails and Seal inside of two kids, Menma and Mito. Naruto doesn't have the Nine Tails. He doesn't have even one bit, tiny bit of it. Okay, so once all this happens, obviously the power of Yamamoto, the Ryatsu that is left, that is left from Yamamoto's previous life after he got destroyed by Yuaba, enters Naruto. As this happens, time passes. Minato and Kushina and they take care of the children pretty much equal at first, right? But soon they started getting sort of scared of the seal that Hiruzen has placed on Minman Mito, that it's not as good as the one that Minato had placed on Naruto as he died, right? It was the 8 trigrams seal. Many people mistaken this, but the seal that Minato had placed on Naruto was the 8 trigram seal, and it was not the Reaper Death Seal. The Reaper Death Seal was the seal that Minato used on himself to seal the Nine Tails inside of him. Okay, just wanted to get that obviously. So in this case, Hiruzen uses the Reaper Death Seal, and the Reaper Death Seal is not as secured to completely seal away the Nine Tails like in the cage, right? So Minato has pretty much like a modified the Reaper Death Seal a bit, just to make sure that Minman and Mito are safe, right? So they're scared that if a little bit of outbursts of chakra that they get, that the Nine Tails might take control of their children. So they decide that they will teach Menma and Mito how to control the Nine Tails' power. Naruto asks them, whether he can train with them or not. whatnot. And obviously, they say that right now, their siblings, the training that their siblings are going to be doing is sort of special. So Naruto could train with them some other time. Naruto's very sad by this, obviously. And then he says, "Fine, please just train me afterwards. Just keep your promise." And Minato and Kushina are always like, "Yeah, sure, man. We'll definitely keep our promise." Jiraiya obviously comes in after a time and tells them their prophecy and whatnot. And they think that it's Menma and Mito. I don't know what the prophecy is. It's just the Menma and Mito. Okay, they just think about it. Okay, so because that's what happens. I don't know what the prophecy is. I don't want to make it up. Anyways, the whole this mess happens. 1 year passes. After 1 year passes, Naruto asks Minato and Kushina, his parents again, to train him. This time they say if he's able to beat Menma and Mito in a battle, they'll train him. The reason they're saying this is because obviously Naruto cannot beat Menma and Mito in battle because they have been training with Minato and Kushina for a year now, and Naruto obviously got no training. So they don't want to train Naruto, so they just told that. But unknowns to them, Naruto has been spying on their asses. And since Naruto has been spying on them, he has learned a few moves of his own. Meaning Naruto, just by looking at them, has learned how to fight. So when it's Menma who fights Naruto, Menma starts talking down to Naruto, saying that he's a loser and he should just shut his mouth up and just stay a loser in their family. Minato and Kushina are a little disturbed by this, but they're just like, yeah, whatever, man. Let's get on with this, right? Menma rushes towards Naruto, but Naruto, having his sort of like a battle instinct because of Yamamoto, as we guys know, Yamamoto has hands, like it's pure taijutsu only. He has hands. He doesn't need to jump up to kick someone's ass. Okay, he has hands. So just with his hands, Naruto, just with a little bit of instincts that he has got from Yamamoto's 1,000+ years of battle experience, dodges Menma's strike and is evading all of them. Minato and Kushin are pretty shocked because Menma is stronger than Mito, and if Naruto can dodge Menma's strike pretty easily, obviously he can dodge Mito's strike pretty easily. Meaning Naruto's probably the strongest of three of them. Menma starts to get triggered as this continues on, and he starts to use the Nine Tails chakra. A tiny bits, right? But even a tiny bits of the Nine Tails chakra is a lot of chakra. So Menma's eyes turn red with slits in them. His whisker marks get deepened. His nails grow into fang. His teeth grow into fang, and his nail become really sharp and get elongated. And then he starts overwhelming Naruto. As I said, Naruto is still a kid, even with 1,000+ year of instinctual instincts that he has with Yamamoto's battle experience. He's still a kid. So, anyways, Naruto starts to get overwhelmed by Menma's speed and attack potency, and Menma soon strikes Naruto deep in the chest, really, really bad. As a gas appears on Naruto's chest, as Naruto's eyes roll back at the back of his head, and Menma, as he was continuing the battle, as Bill mentioned, he was losing more and more control as the Nine Tails was taking over his consciousness. That's the reason why he's deeply injured Naruto. Minato and Kushina, being pretty shocked by this, would go to Naruto and take him to the hospital. Obviously, right? And they suppress Menma's Nine Tails chakra, obviously. As this happens, after they take Naruto to the hospital, the doctor comes out. The doctor says that the Nine Tails chakra has invaded Naruto's chakra system. As it has invaded Naruto's chakra system, it'll take the boy a long time to heal, a very long time, since he's only a kid. It'll take a long time for him to heal from a chakra poisoning of that level from the Nine Tails. And he's in a coma currently, and not to mention all the blood loss he had because of Menma's attack. Minato and Kushina feel like absolute living shit for what they have done. they never paid attention to Naruto. They never did anything for him. They just pretty much gave him a home and pretty much like let him cook. I guess they let him eat, and that's pretty much they did. They didn't surround him with love for a year now. I've also forgot to mention, but Menma Muto started their training with Minato and Kushina when they were 4 years old. Just wanted to mention that. As this happens, currently Naruto's 5 years old, as he's hospitalized with the oxygen mask over his nose and his mouth, as he's in a pretty bad condition. As in Naruto's mindscape, Naruto is just there. As then he meets an old man. This old man has white beard, really long white beard, a mustache as well, white mustache, and he's really tall, like really tall, and he's bald as well. Yeah, just wanted to say that. And he's wearing what can you say, black robe, I guess, some sort of I don't know what they are, the uniform that the commanders and the captains or Shinigami in general wear. I really don't know. So we're just gonna call them robes, right? The black robes that Yamamoto is wearing. Yamamoto talks to Naruto, introduces himself as that this entity, and now his power belongs to Naruto. Naruto tells Yamamoto, why he's inside of him, why all this bullshit, and Yamamoto's like, bro, I'm inside of you. I don't have a choice. Like, I died and I just spawned back here, right? Naruto's pretty confused by all of this, but anyways, Yamamoto says that he'll train Naruto in his mindscape for until the time he wakes up, right? And after he wakes up, because during this time he will tell Naruto all about his abilities, Shikai, Bankai, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And the Zanpakuto and all that stuff. And because the Zanpakuto is gonna stay the same, and there's nothing for Naruto to figure out as to what is Zanpakuto's name, that's gonna stay the same. As Shikai is gonna stay the same, and his Bankai is gonna stay the same. Nothing's gonna change over there because Yamamoto in the Bleach Force skills pretty much above anything in the entirety of the Naruto verse, outside of like maybe like the Sage of the Six Passions, Shibayo Tsutsuki, right? Outside of that, I really don't think there's anything that Yamamoto cannot crush. So, anyways, as this happens, a year passes. Yes, Naruto has been a coma for a year. Minato is in the office, just chilling, not chilling, but as he is pretty exhausted, as his mind is taking a whole toll on him because of the Naruto incident that has happened. Not to mention, uh, Jiraiya has been trying to contact Tsunade, but Tsunade just keeps on running away. As Minato is pretty pissed because he declared Tsunade as Naruto's godmother because Kushina and Tsunade were pretty close, right? But Tsunade doesn't care, I guess. Like, really, right? So as this happens, Anbu appears in Minato's office as he says, "Lord Hokage, Lord Naruto has awakened." As Minato hears that, his eyes widen as little tiny bitsy bit of tears come into Minato's eyes, as he immediately, with a yellow flash, vanishes out of his office and appears in the hospital, as Minato generally would. After he happens that he sees Naruto, just sitting as he's being hugged to death by Kushina, who's crying, but Naruto's, he has a rather like a dead look in his eyes. He's 6 years old currently, so time passes really quickly. Now that I think about it, am I making it too quick? No, I don't think so. So, anyways, this mess happens. Naruto doesn't say anything, right? As Minato and Kushina try to apologize. Naruto doesn't even look at them. He's like, bro, I don't want to deal with these idiots because Naruto's mindset over a year has changed. Obviously, he has pride now, a lot of it, like a very much a lot of it, right? Obviously, he knows about his Zanpakuto and whatnot now, and then obviously He's a lot stronger because what happens in Naruto's mind happens in real life as well. Just for physical development, let's just say that. Let's just for the plot, let's say that, right? So, anyways, Naruto ignores them, and after some time, they all return to their home. And then Naruto, once he returns to the home, Naruto, by focusing deep into his psyche, uh, Zanpakuto appears in real life, and as you guessed it, it is Ryujin Jaka. Also, it is that's the name of Yamamoto's sword, Zanpakuto. If you guys do not know, Ryujin Jaka also translates as the flame of the flowing blade. Rather interesting knowledge, Japanese knowledge. So, anyways, once Naruto does unlock it, since he knows the blade's name, he automatically has Shikai. And Yamamoto's Shikai alone was enough to rank him among the tops of the Bleach Wars. Like, just Shikai alone. Now, Yamamoto didn't use his Bankai, like, until what? Until he fought Yuaba? Like, outside of that, the man didn't use his Bankai. That's sort of insane since, he fought Aizen and whatnot. But, anyways, uh, yeah, that's pretty much what that happened in 2 years past. Naruto is still hiding his Zanpakuto as Naruto can, just spawn his Zanpakuto whenever he wants, right? Since it works a little different. Let's just say that. As all this mess happens, the academy starts. I'm not gonna do any ship for this one. No Suki, no nothing, no that, right? Naruto's gonna be a lonesome badass. Maybe I'll just make him a playboy. Yeah, that might be good. No, no, no. Yamamoto will not allow that. Yeah, he definitely won't. I don't think Yamamoto would allow that. So, anyways, Naruto is just in the academy, chilling. He doesn't want to reveal his abilities to anyone, obviously. So he hides his true strength. As he's hiding his true strength, he wants to be at the average of the class. Let's just say that. And since Naruto wants to be at the average of the class, he performs average, which Minman Mito look down on him upon saying that he's average and they're at the top of the class. Obviously, once all this happens, the academy eventually comes to an end, right? Mizuki eventually gets caught because he tries to steal the scroll himself, and Minato is in the office. So yeah, good luck with that. The guy has like insane amount of sensory abilities, so you're not gonna be able to steal the scroll from Minato. Anyways, after all this happens, after the scroll, Mizuki is locked up. The team selection happens, and Naruto is actually in a team with his original team, Team 7. Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto. Menma, Mito, and Sai are on the same team. Sort of like a weird team combination, but just bear with me, okay? I know. Their sensei is gonna be Kakashi, Naruto sensei, and the other sensei is gonna be Kushina, like always. Anyways, Kakashi comes obviously 3 hours late, and then he tells them to introduce themselves. Everyone's introduction, Sasuke is not the same since Ochi Massacre didn't happen because of Minato. As much as you guys like to hate Minato on this, neglect to what ifs. He was actually a decent guy in the original series, so he does not want to kill how many people, like 1,000, like at least 500 to 600 people without any reason, right? So, anyways, Minato is definitely not letting the Uchiha massacre happen. So Sasuke's introduction, like maybe become the head of the Uchiha police force in the future, and make him father proud or something like that, right? Other things are saying. He says that he doesn't like anything and he hates like, and he dislikes everything, maybe something like that. Sakura is pretty much the same here. Everything is Sasuke. Naruto, he is, he's says pretty much the same thing as Kakashi said, right? My hobbies. You don't need to know this. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know. Naruto says that. He just says his name, Naruto Uzumaki. Nothing much. Everyone is pretty much shocked as Kakashi looks at Naruto and says, "Aha, you copied me." Naruto says, "Well, you didn't introduce anything about yourself. These two already know all about me. So, anyways, I don't want to tell myself about to you since you didn't tell yourself to me. So, anyways, what's further than this?" Naruto would ask as Kakashi would explain the test, in which they only have 66% chance to pass. As Kakashi would say this, all of them, except for Naruto, are pretty panicked, as they would say, I know that the year in like this three, or sorry, 4 grueling year in the academy that they spent is for nothing. And Kakashi's like, no, it was not for nothing. That was just to make you qualify for the Genin exams that I will take for you, right? And then I will be the one to decide whether you become a Genin or not. And then like they have nothing to say. Kakashi tells them to come to the training ground at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then not to eat anything if they don't want to throw up. All of them agree except for Naruto, and then they go back. And the next morning, everyone appears at 6 o'clock. Naruto does appear, even though he sees right through Kakashi's trap that he's trying to lay. As Sasuke and Sakura's stomach are growling as Naruto. It's not growling because he had breakfast. As they both ask him, Naruto, why aren't you hungry? And Naruto's like, yeah, I ate the breakfast. I don't care about what he says. A ninja needs to be ready for any and all situation, and for that you need food in order to get energy. And they both think that, oh shit, that the mask sensei cheated us. As Kakashi appears after 3 hours and gives the lame excuse that a black cat crossed his path and he had to take the long way around. So, anyways, the battle test begins as it should. As Kakashi says, begin, all three of them, except for Naruto, hide. Kakashi looks at Naruto and he's like, yeah, you should have probably hid, right? And Naruto's like, nah, I don't need to hide. As Naruto says that, he snaps his finger as a sword appears in Naruto's hand. Kakashi looks rather intrigued by this as he closes his book and looks at Naruto. "Aha, a sword. You're learning kenjutsu from your mom," he asks. Naruto says, "Nah, don't worry. She is way beneath me in kenjutsu." As Naruto would say that, he would vanish, leaving a trail of flames behind him. As Kakashi would notice, as in a flash, Kakashi would have to act to, lift up his headband and activate his Sharingan and took out a kunai to block the slash from Naruto. As Kakashi's like, you're pretty strong, aren't you? And that was pretty fast. Naruto's like, don't worry, that was only 50% of my speed. Again, Naruto doesn't say that. No, I'm not going to reveal Naruto's strength quite yet. Kakashi's like, is that so? The fact that you made me want to open my Sharingan for you is pretty impressive. Naruto's like, yeah, I know. But Kakashi says, now that I've, opened my headband and shown my Sharingan, you're not gonna get the bell, kiddo. And Naruto's like, are you sure about that? As Naruto says that, flames burst from Naruto's. Kakashi is forced to jump back. The flames are pretty intense, obviously. As Kakashi is forced to jump back, Naruto stabs his sword in the ground. As he says, Zanka no Tachi. Yes, I'm saying Zanka no Tachi right now. North. Right? As Naruto says, North. Kaki's. I cannot pronounce that, okay? The dead man thing in which Yamamoto summons the skull and whatnot of other people. As Naruto says that, only one tiny little skull comes out of the ground and grabs the bells from Kakashi's belt as he, dives down to the ground again and comes towards Naruto and gives the belt to him. And Naruto grabs the belt. Kakashi's just dumb suck, like, what the fuck that's happened? Did he just summon a fucking skull to take the belt for him? And Naruto's like, yeah, I just did, man. Kakashi's like, you'll have to explain your abilities to me later on, Naruto. Naruto's like, yeah, fine, I'll do it. As Naruto gets the bell, Sakura and Sasuke come out. Kakashi asks Naruto whether who does he want to give the other belt to, and Naruto passes the belt to Sasuke and Sakura, and says that that he can talk to his father to make him pass, and due to guilt of the past, Naruto says, as Kakashi obviously knows about Naruto being in a coma, so he just thinks that, but this boy is rather smart. As he says that all of them pass since Naruto decided that he wants teamwork. Anyways, after Team 7 is formed, they go on several E rank mission and D rank mission. They're extremely bored of D rank mission. And eventually, they go to a C rank mission for which Tazuna of the bridge builder from the village hidden in the waves comes up and then asks Konoha for assistance. Obviously, he labels this mission as she's C rank, and Minato completely agree as he just lets the other Genin along with Kakashi go with him. As all of this happens, the Demon Brothers come out and let's just say that everything happens the same, except for Naruto being the one to be freezing up. He just doesn't do anything as Kakashi eventually comes out and take cares of both of them. He just looks at Naruto and says, you could have taken care of both of them, right? And Naruto's like, I could have, but I just don't want to. Kakashi's like, you're really stubborn. It's just that Kakashi eventually confronts Tazuna and says, what this whole mission is about. Tazuna explains the entire situation to Kakashi, and Kakashi's like, I think we should go back. And the team is like, come on, Kakashi Sensei, don't leave him and his village like that. Let's take Nangata. Kakashi's like, you guys, you're just a bunch of fools. And he says that as they go to do their mission as usual. As all this mess happens, obviously we come to Zabuza's attack. Right, Zabuza's attack on the team. As Zabuza's attacking them, they all duck as Zabuza, lands on his sword. Naruto tells Kakashi, can he handle him with puppy dog eyes? And Kakashi's like, fine, do it. Because he knows, because Naruto told Kakashi like a bit of his ability that he's like high Jonin level right now. And Kakashi believes that this will be a good thing for Naruto, and if anything happens to the boy, he'll just step in whenever he needs it. Naruto and Zabuza start battling out with the sword, as Naruto soon reveals his Shikai, which is also Ryujin Taka, obviously. And then they start battling, and once they start battling, Zabuza realizes that he's fucked. His swords are, his sword is kept, it is kept on getting cut in half. It really is getting cut in half. And the power of Naruto's sword, the flames of Naruto's swords, are actually hurting Zabuza quite a bit. As he decides that if he wants to beat this party, he'll have to use all of his war style jutsu. As Zabuza, summons his strongest war style jutsu, the water vortex jutsu, to come towards Naruto. Naruto, smiles at this, and with not maximum of his power, let's just 50% of his power, slams his fire sword into the water vortex and completely evaporates the water as the flames are coming towards Zabuza. Zabuza, with his eyes wide and as his entire life is flashing in front of him, is like, yeah, I'm done. But before he could, ice mirror appear, ice like wall appears in front of Zabuza. Just enough time until the flames just melt the ice, and then when Naruto sees that, he's like, Zabuza's gone. And soon Kakashi appears and he's like, yeah, I think they might have company. Next time you take on Zabuza, and I'll take on the Hunter Nin. And Naruto's like, yeah, fine, I'll do it. And then eventually this whole ordeal happens. I don't want to go over anything much, right? Nothing really changes. Like Naruto sees the condition of wave, and then soon after, like a week of training for Sasuke and Sakura, not for Naruto, obviously Kakashi trains Sasuke and Sakura. Since Naruto does not need training, he's pretty good already. Kaka, they go to the bridge. Once they go to the bridge, yeah, Zabuza actually tells Haku to fight Naruto since their abilities sort of counteract each other, and then he'll fight Kakashi. Kakashi is honored by this as he revealed the Sharingan and starts to battle Zabuza, and Naruto battles Haku. And let's just say that before Naruto used 50% power, yeah, he just does that again with just sprinting in a little bit of chakra in that attack, and then it completely destroys the ice dome that uh, Aku has around Naruto. Once he completely destroys it, Naruto, just being the badass he is, completely disintegrates Haku and turns him into flames, ashes. Haku's nothing but ashes now. Kakashi finishes his battle with Zabuza, finishing off with a Raikiri, and everything ends there. At least I hope it would, but unfortunately, things cannot be that good now, can it? Since, all four of our heroes are in the bridge, no one was at home. And if no one was at home, that means Zabu, Gato's men captured Inari and Tazuna, Inari's mother. As Kakashi's just thinking, maybe I should use that to get it out of the situation. Naruto's like, yeah, Kakashi Sensei, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Kakashi's like, what? And he says, like, Naruto says, that skull move that I used? Yeah, I'll use that right now. And then Kakashi's like, yeah, I know what did he say about it. That might actually be pretty good. And Naruto's like, yeah. Naruto says, Zanka no Tachi, Bankai. Zanka no Tachi. As Naruto says that, he obviously summons the skulls, the people, dead people from within the ground, and then they actually are in more than enough distraction to get Tazuna's daughter out of there. Tsunami, right? Once he's out of there, Naruto's like, "Oh, bitch, you're dead." Naruto, but now retracting all of his flames back into his sword, says Zankan no Tachi East, right? Focusing all of his flames of the sword at the tip of his sword. Naruto goes there and just like slice touch to the bridge, and yeah, the entire army is eradicated. Sort of brutal way, but yeah, they're just erased from the face of the earth. Once that happens, Naruto intentionally just left Gato out of it. And once that happens, everything is over. Gato's handed off to the villagers, and they do pretty nasty things to him, like torture him, I guess, right? Since he has done very bad things to them, eventually they kill him. Obviously, since Gato is Gato, he's a pretty bad dude. Now, once this happens, we cut to the tuning exams arc, right? The tuning exams arc begin as Kakashi registers all of them to the tuning exams. Once the tuning exams arcs do begin, Larockley obviously comes and says that he loves Sakura, but Sasuke, who's not as emo in this one as he was in previous one, actually has developed somewhat feelings for Sakura. So he's like, Sasuke's pretty annoyed by this. And Rock Lee says to Naruto this time, since he has heard about Naruto from his guy Sensei, Naruto is extremely strong, and Guy Sensei heard it from Kakashi. Said that he wants to battle him. Naruto's like, yeah, we can battle, but not now during the tuning exams. We'll battle during the tuning exams, Rock Lee. And Naruto, after he says that, Rock Lee's like, yeah, I guess fine. And they eventually go to the first round of the tuning. The first round for the tuning is clear it. The test round, there's nothing that I should really go over it. The second round of the tuning exams, Orochimaru really doesn't interfere with this one because, he has the entirety of the clan to take the Sharingan from. So yeah, he really doesn't interfere in this case. So yeah, nothing really happens. And, the team does get the scroll and go to the tower. As that happens, Team 7 is actually the first one to come to the tower and break the record that Itachi had previously set. They're the new record holders. And Garo's team obviously comes in second. Gara is obviously glaring down at Naruto since he noticed that this brat is probably the strongest man that is currently there, present there, among the Chunians, among the Genians. I mean, obviously, once all this happens, the preliminary rounds obviously begin. Most of the fights go the same, except for like Kabuto forfeits in this case. I mean, Yayoi or something like that. The man who fought Sasuke, he also forfeits in this case, right? Well, I'm just making up for plot convenience, I guess, right? He also forfeits, meaning Sasuke has to fight Sai and Sasuke wins. Uh, Sasuke has to fight Sai and Sasuke wins. Naruto, he fights Kiba, obviously wins. Men meet to battle each other. What? And you be like, what? You're making men need to battle each other? Like, yeah, I'm making them battle each other, and then wins, right? So eventually, most of the fights will pretty much go the same. Nothing will really change. And only the battle level really changes. Naruto versus Menma, and I mean, Naruto versus Menma. Do I really want to do that? Yeah, let's just say Naruto progresses to the second round of the Chunin exams. I don't want Naruto to battle so soon because he has to take care of the One Tails. Spoiler alert. That might be for the next part. Anyways, the preliminary rounds of the tuning exams are now over, and since the preliminary rounds of the tuning exams are over, this video is also over. In the next part, if you can get this video to 30 likes, that is, we'll cover the final rounds of the tuning exams, obviously time skip, and then bringing the series towards its end, I guess, since Gear Fifth is coming, and I have something special planned for that. Anyways, hopefully you guys liked this video, and if you did, please share this video with many of your friends as possible, since we do want the channel to grow. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out, guys. See you guys in the next video.